Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the power window motor on this 99 4Runner. We do the driver's front door. This procedure is the same for any 96 to 02. This motor fits some of the earlier years, so it's a similar process, but getting the door panel apart might be a little different. Tools you'll need for this job are a small flat blade screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, door panel clip tool or a putty knife, a 10mm socket and ratchet or a wrench, some painter's tape, a T25 Torx Driver socket, and some pliers, and I use the locking style pliers.
Okay, start with a small screwdriver, get right under the front here, pry that up, and pull this out, and then there are three harnesses to unplug. They each have tabs you press with your thumb and then pull out. Now take your screwdriver again, go up under here, and pry it up on the armrest, and it comes out. Now use your Phillips screwdriver, screw from here.
As you see, there's actually 3 screws you remove, the one in that door handle and then 2 near where you pull on the door.
Okay, then there's a little pin right back here. You push the center of it in and then use either a screwdriver or your fingernails and pull that clip out. Okay, your door handle, pull it forward, bring it out. There's a little clip right here that holds the lock rod. Pull that clip out towards you and then lift the handle up off. Push the rod down, that comes off. Now use either a door panel clip tool or a putty knife, and probably start kind of over here, slide down. You'll come to some of the pins. Just want to pop the pins out. Just get to them. Around. Okay. There's also a little pin right up in here that's missing on this vehicle.
But the passenger side's here, so I can show you how to remove it on the passenger side door.
Okay, just push the center of this in and then pull it out. Then pull your door panel up and it comes off.
Now you want to slowly pull off the plastic water shield. You want to be careful not to stretch it or rip it. It's probably unavoidable that you won't rip it at all, but try and rip it as little as possible and just pull it down so that you can access the inside of the door. Fast forward through this part right here. Right up top is where the window regulator or the window motor is plugged in. So you want to release that. It's just that little tab that you push and then unplug it. And then just pull your harness down and just carefully use a small screwdriver to pry the clips out that hold the harness to the door. You want to kind of pry on the top, pull them out, and then pry on the bottom and to release the full clip.
Now, there's 2 10mm bolts here to remove. And now there's 4 10mm bolts here to remove.
Okay, I'm just going to fast forward as I remove those 4 bolts. As you start removing the last one, the regulator will start shifting, so just carefully put your hand in there to hold it. In the next scene, you're going to see me lift the window up and remove that bolt there that holds the track to the window, and then there's one further up in the front that you'll see me go through the access hole and remove.
Okay, so once I take that out, then I can pull the window up and I can get to this bolt here pretty easily. Move it. Okay, if I pull it up a little further, then I can get to this bolt right through here. Okay, once I do that, I can hold on to my window, let my regulator fall down, and pull my window up. Okay, I use some painter's tape just to secure the window up while I work. Put the harness through. The regulator comes right out. Okay, remove the spring, just take a screwdriver. It's going to be kind of violent, so just kind of watch your fingers. Okay, take it right off. Okay, I'll turn it over. Okay, now you need a T25 Torx bit and a ratchet.
I'm going to fast forward here as we remove those 3 T25 Torx screws that hold the window motor to the regulator.
Okay, and your motor comes off. Okay, when you go to put the motor back on, what you'll want to do is, so here's the spring, here's the mark where it, or the bracket where it goes on. If you rotate this around, basically to all the way to the up position, okay, it just gets that spring a little closer. Okay, so put it there, take your motor, put it back on.
And fast forward here, you get your motor in place, and then you start the 3 screws into your motor and then tighten them up nice and firm. This vehicle, the window motor and the regulator are all working fine. That's why you don't see me putting a new part on there. No real reason to put a new part onto a car that doesn't need it. But you get those screws in there and get it tightened up nice and firm.
Okay, now to get this spring back, what I'd take is a pair of these locking pliers. Okay, just lock them right on. Gives you plenty of leverage. Okay, basically kind of bring it right down in here. And once you unlock them, your spring's back on. Okay, to reinstall, put it in, pull your harness, reach in, kind of fish your harness through.
Okay, and what I'm doing here is putting the harness through the hole first.
Figure out your mounting holes here. Got one there. This one right here.
Okay, and speed up here a little bit as I just position the regulator in there and start all 4 of the mounting bolts in and then tighten them up.
Okay. And now this track, pull it down. this bolt in. Start this one in.
Okay, same thing, start those bolts in and then use the socket and ratchet to tighten them up. And then what I do is actually I plug in my switch panel, and then that'll allow me to turn the power on the vehicle on, and then I can move the regulator into a good position so that I can put the window down into it and install it easily.
Now I'll turn my truck on. And run the regulator down until I can see this bolt over here. And I can see this hole here.
Okay, after I shut the car back off and remove the switch panel, then I can untape the window and slide it down.
Tape. Get my window down slowly. So we lowered the regulator down and then lowered the window down to it. So that hole is lined up there. And then through this hole you can see that's lined up in there.
And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward again. So you take the bolts, put them into your socket and extension, start them into, I usually start one bolt, start the other, and then tighten them up afterwards. And again, just like all the bolts in this repair, you want to tighten them nice and firm, but you don't have to over tighten them. Okay, at this point, if you like, you can hook your switch back up and do a test, run the window up and down a few times. If that satisfies you, then go ahead and put your water shield back up. Make sure you route the harnesses through correctly. Make sure you put the door latch rod through the correct hole, and stick it back on there well. And then at this point, you're going to put the door panel back together. I'm going to go through this in kind of fast motion for this video. If you wanted to see this in regular speed, just check out our other videos for the 4Runner door panel installation. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.